I want to share some of the early stuff of me so that you can see that I sucked. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to say boys and girls, and I'm going to look at the microphone. No, I'm going to look at the camera. So I want to help artists, musicians out there, whatever you do, in the beginning when you're learning or you're just starting out or even along the way. Let's see, I started playing drums when I was 8, and then the stuff I'm going to let you listen to now is things I recorded when I was 15, 16, so 10 years in. The drumming is okay in itself, but it doesn't lock in with the rest of the instruments. It's I overplay like crazy. I was listening to Rush and Ozzy Osbourne. So, you change, you grow. I want to share some of the early stuff of me so that you can see that I sucked pretty bad. But the point of everything is just do it, get stuff done, have fun, move forward, and you don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. I think if you have a positive attitude and you just stick to what you want to accomplish in life, you'll accomplish enough to be satisfied. And I tell people that I work with that most likely that your dreams are not all going to come true. Just because you're great, even if you're the best, the timing's off, you just get injured and you're out, you're done. Life can be unpredictable and pretty harsh. Realize that you can't control other people, you can't control places you are in your life or things that happen that are out of your control. You can just control yourself and your attitude and stay positive. To have all your dreams come true is like getting struck by lightning and hit by a car at the same time. And it's not going to be like that for most people. And it doesn't mean you suck. It doesn't mean that you're less than. Which reminds me of Warren from Produce Like a Pro. He just put up a video about why he does what he does, and I totally relate to him. I think he's got it 100% right. A lot of people out there, you just feel alone. You're like, how do I ever make it? Like, am I like good enough? I say, and Warren would say, yes, you are. Even if you're not as great as someone else, you're you. And what you do is totally unique and it's special no matter what. Everybody can have their own little piece of the pie. And maybe it may not be music. Let's say you're watching this and you think you're going to do music. Maybe doing music will lead to you making a video of yourself and making a music video, and then you discover that you love making music videos, or that you're really good at that, and then other people see your music video and they decide that they want you to make their music video, and then you end up doing that, and then you end up going into film and becoming a cinematographer, cinematographer, or a director, or whatever it leads to. Not everyone gets lucky. And no, it's not just luck. It's a mixture of everything. You definitely have to stay positive and keep going and keep working on whatever you're working on and stay passionate. I think the biggest thing is grit and passion. You gotta love it. Do it obsessively. Right now I'm I go through phases, and a year ago actually 6 months ago, I started releasing these videos. I wanted to be a producer, call myself a producer, and win a Grammy to be being a producer. That's not really where my head is at right now. Right now, going to the beach a lot and collecting sea glass. I would love to I love making videos, which I've learned from doing this. And I used to make videos when I was a kid. I made a small feature-length movie, if you call 15 minutes feature length. Back when I was 16, with two different tape recorders, 2 different VHS recorders, and I'd have those two, and I mixed it down to one, and then I overdubbed the audio with this FOSTEX thing that you'll see in a minute, and made a whole video. And I still have a dream of being in movies and being a director. I even want to be an actor, none of this stuff probably will ever come to be, but I enjoy the pursuit, and I love learning about things, and I get excited about tiniest things. So lately we've been going to look for sea glass, and we have one of the best beaches that I live down the street. If you look on my door, you can see the beach, and we go there frequently, my wife and I, Laura, looking for sea glass. And I just started shooting video of that, and I have this whole exciting dream of like making a show, which I'm going to start working on very soon, called Sea Glass Hunters. And I've looked it up on the internet, and there's hunting shows are cool. I love hunting shows. There's this people going around with their metal detectors and finding gold and being like, "Oh, look at this! Look at this size! Look at this! It's huge!" The mystery of like the Oak Island shows. If you haven't seen Oak Island, I would like to somehow do that, where it's like when you find a piece of glass, you can somehow connect it to a piece of history and be like,
so, this glass, could it be
a part of the lost shipwreck off of Hull from 1792, somehow connected to... I don't know. My point is I just get excited about stuff and just kind of do it wherever it goes, wherever it leads me. And I think that's the most important part of, if you want to be successful, is just to be excited. Getting enough sleep, eating right, all these simple things. I feel like I'm talking to my kids. Treating people with respect, doing unto others as you would like them to do unto you. It's all just important. So anyway, enjoy this train wreck of demos that I did when I was 15, somewhere around then. It's quite awful. Enjoy. Oh my. Back in the day, we used to record on these if you had a 4-track, and my machine that I got back when I was 16, and I have all these tapes upstairs, FOSTEX tapes, that are 4-tracks. I just bought this on eBay for Reverb for a couple of $100, so I could play all those tapes again, because they only work in this machine. I recorded them. It had a pitch control on here, so if you play this particular back on the regular pitch, it would sound slow. And so in order to get higher quality and use more tape, I used to speed up the tape to its highest. That is me at 16 years old. Hi. And my son and I are laughing at me because there's a vocal on here that's really horrible. I was trying to be funny, but still no excuse for the horribleness. Is that a word? So yeah, this is me. Maybe I was probably 15 when I got this. Yeah. Now that is a horrible beginning. Like, so bad. We weren't together at all. That's horrible. You can pick right now it's just got something on track 2. Drums are in track 1, guitar 2. And then I appear on track 4 with my horrible vocal. Come on, late, every day of the week. Sometimes in the morning. Yeah. Why do you lie to me? I don't know why I love her. I just look to the sky. Horrible lyrics too. Let's see what else we got. You could record. So it records on the 4, the tape. It record 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll use the whole tape, so it didn't have 2 sides. It just did one side. It uses the whole tape. I got it cranked all the way to the fastest I can to get better quality. You had the phones out, line inputs 1, 2, 3, 4, and you had mic inputs 1, 2, which are only low Z. You know, they should look like these if you had a high quality system. low Z, but it had high Z. So I had tons of these adapters for the mics that would change it from low Z to high Z. And then you just record. You press the track you want to record. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had Dolby NR on or off. It sounds like I'm using it because it worked. And then when you're doing the meters, you can do a mixer, which means it'll just show you the left and right. Your faders, your master fader. Each track has either you're going to the input or the output. Listen back. You had a very simple low and high frequency EQ. It had pan, left and right. Source and track for auxiliary. It has tape out 1, 2, 3, 4. Sync in and out. I'm not sure. I think that was for SMPTE if you had something that was you were trying to lock it up with. Aux out, bus in. I don't think I ever used that. Stereo out, which I got now, and monitor out. And then the pitch and the power. It weighs quite significant amount. It worked great for me for a long time. Alright, let's go to the next song. And it doesn't really have a search. You kind of had to know where you were and you'd press reset. Oh yeah, I should find my Rappin' Dawn tape. I don't know what's worse, this or Rappin' Dawn. It used a lot of tape. Going from one song to another took time. You had to rewind, stop. Oh, that sounds like this. We did a lot of novelty songs because we were kids, so I think this sounds like the song called Trenchfoot, which is like about this fictional character that Peter Fine made up. And I think this Peter Fine, probably one of my best friends back there, then Marshall Bear and Peter Fine, did all this stuff with me. I think it's him singing. Is that a Rush song? Sounds like a Rush song. That's not Trenchfoot. That sounds like a mixture of Ozzy and Rush. Didn't learn groove till later, I guess. Oh, God. Any questions?
No. Seems like a DAW, but it's just analog.
Yeah, it's just manual. Yep.
Tracks.
And you only could have 4 tracks. No plugins. You just had left and right, high and low, and that was it. Ooh, drum solo. What the hell? Oh, this sounds like Wipeout. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do Wipeout? I know we were doing it in high school, and I remember when I first started playing drums, I couldn't play Wipeout. So maybe I just had to prove to myself and everyone that I could. Wow, that's horrible. What is this? I guess I recorded different songs depending on how important they were at different speeds to use different amounts of tape. Because these tapes were a cost. They cost money. And they wore out. Alright, here's the beginning of something. This sounds like me playing guitar. What the hell? Alright, let's start with this first. Okay, so I had to bounce stuff, obviously, because I have one track with all the music. I just heard something about being a rock and roll star. Hey, so I did Rockstar before Nickelback. Yeah.
Used to have a dream of being a rock and roll star. It was just a dream, I never thought I'd get that far. Me and the guys, we tried our best to write some good songs. I knew I could do it.
What kind of harmonies are those? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I always wish that I could play in a bar.
In a bar?
Now I'm here, at least I got this far.
Hey, it sounds like this was recorded at some point after I played in a bar, which I played at underage. So, yeah, I think if you're struggling right now, this might help you get more confidence in yourself. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, we actually used the bass. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we discovered the bass. Look at that thing, it's jacked. You know what? The best sounding thing on this is the bass, and it's jacked all the way, like way too loud. Yeah, this is Trenchfoot.
Do you have reverb?
This is Peter. Where's his vocal?
I was so uncomfortable because there was no picture. I got transfoot. 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 I got transfoot. 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 I got transfoot. Transfoot. I got transfoot.
Oop. Yeah, you can hear the reverb on there. I had that Lexicon LXP1.
Did you?
All right, before I answer that call, Chris calling. His song came out yesterday. Everybody, please check it out. Chris Waite, Where We Call Home, came out great. He just released it yesterday. I produced it and played drums on it. Ooh, complicated. I think I was listening to a little too much Rush back then.